we film industry people, our cinema guys, we are always on the receiving end.
जी.
you know कोई भी कहीं से भी गुस्सा हो जाता है, वो जो है दो चार लात लगा देता है।
जी.
और हम
और
बोलते रह जाते हैं, और
जी.
हम बोलते रह जाते हैं कि भाई देख तो लो पहले। मैं सत्या के पहले बिल्कुल गाली नहीं देता था। फिर सत्या में ये डिसाइड हुआ कि हम कहीं कहीं पे गाली रखेंगे, क्योंकि हमको रियलिज्म की तरफ लेके जाना है। फिर वो आदत सी पड़ गई। अब वो आदत जो पड़ गई थी उसको कैसे खत्म करें।
For all film related interviews, reviews, and content, please like and subscribe to Pooja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Lovely to meet you, and I would say you are not a minimum guy, you are a maximum guy, and this is my best image of the day. When you pound your so-called boss and I quit. You have no idea, sir, क्या meme fest चालू हो गया इसको देखकर. Were you anticipating the success?
I mean, we were anticipating some kind of a reception as good as the first season, to say the least. And we were talking among ourselves that if we get even 90% of what we've achieved with the season one, we'll be damn happy about it. We'll somewhere be breaking the jinx of second season. But this has gone somewhere else. It's from the day one and from the first hour itself. I think this kind of a success nobody can guess and nobody can plan for.
But you have done such iconic characters. But why do I feel this Srikant Tiwari has actually become one of a cult figure now? And the way this whole franchise is going, what was it like for you to come back to him? Because in the second season, he's carrying a lot of baggage. He's also bruised. He is also kind of a little defeated, but wants to get back. What was it like? Was it more exhausting than the first?
Oh, this was. I mean, you observed it so rightly, because between first season and second season, there's a humongous gap between his wife and him. There is no communication happening. Marriage is completely on the rocks, and he's trying to save it. The daughter is completely gone independent, and the job that he is doing, which is not something giving him any kind of relief. It is a job where only insult is coming to his way. He's being doubted for everything that he is. So he's going through major identity crisis, not only as a professional but also as a family person. He's holding sand in his hand, thinking that he can hold it for very long, but it's slipping away. It's that kind of a baggage that he's carrying.
Manoj, does it take a toll on you to play a character like that? Do you draw from your own experiences? Because sometimes, for actors, I'm sure that you get so consumed in the character you're playing. And also, there are a lot of tonalities in this show. There's humor, there are dark spaces. Does it take a toll on you? Or is it easy for you to switch on and off?
I try to, since few years I have been trying to work on a technique where I could switch on and switch off easily. Srikant Tiwari, since the character was known to me, I also have a habit of preparing myself, and before we start any shoot. So the first 6-7 days it takes for me to really settle all the settle the platform and correct all the corners, and after that I just enjoy it. So sometime when I talk about my preparation, my directors and my co-actors get surprised because they see me completely joking around. It's just that I have kind of prepared myself. I have gone through it. And also when I'm waiting for the shot, I actually went into my van, went through the scene, memorized my lines, or worked out an idea for the rehearsal, and then you go for it, and then you start having good time. So that moment of 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes that nobody sees. So you can call it a switch on and switch off, but there is a method to it.
Totally. Your co-stars call you a masterclass, and I know they're not joking. But honestly, they do call you a master class. But also, as an actor, sometimes what you stand for personally, do you let it impact the kind of roles you play, or are you very choosy? Because at the end of the day, you are an actor playing a part, irrespective of his own personal ideologies, his own social standings, and everything. What is it like?
Oh no, yes. I mean, unless it is really, really crucial, unless it is propagating something that I don't believe in, uh, uh, and if my character is also somewhere, if it is celebrating all of that, and it is not, uh, uh, and if there is no payoff, then why to do it? So, yeah, there are things that you do, but also I know one thing for a fact, that I'm an actor and part of a story. Okay. If I agree with the vision, if I agree with the vision of the director, I have all the reasons to go ahead and do the film. If I don't agree with the vision and the interpretation and the storytelling, I will never be part of it.
Totally. And also, मैंने कभी इतने आपके जुबान से फूल झड़ते हुए नहीं देखे हैं सर. कैसा था? I mean, getting abused. मैंने सच में, I have followed your career for what, 26, 27 years. कभी नहीं देखे ऐसे फूल झड़ते हुए.
नहीं, मैं गाली एक बार, मैं सत्या के पहले बिल्कुल गाली नहीं देता था. फिर सत्या में ये डिसाइड हुआ कि हम कहीं कहीं पे गाली रखेंगे, क्योंकि हमको रियलिज्म की तरफ लेके जाना है. फिर उन गालियों को हमने रीडब किया सेंसर के कहने पे. फिर वो आदत सी पड़ गई. अब वो आदत जो पड़ गई थी, उसको कैसे खत्म करें? फिर उसको धीरे धीरे करते करते खत्म किया. फिर कहीं गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर में आ गए. तो फिर से आपको जो है प्रैक्टिस करनी है, सो दैट इट लुक्स नेचुरल. फिर आप उसको आदत को कॉन्शियसली धीरे धीरे खत्म करते हैं अपनी जाति जिंदगी से. अब फिर श्रीकांत तिवारी जी आ गए. So, but we are very responsible, Pooja. Very responsible. You should be on the set to see how, meticulously we actually discuss about the kind of gali we should be used, in this scene, or we should not go ahead with it. At times I, self-regulate myself, and I just cut out the gali because it's not needed. So we are very responsible, and we do it thinking that it is part of this script or the scene, or it's not. If it is not, cut it off. Let's throw it off.
Totally. सर, एक बहुत अच्छा डायलॉग है इसमें, जिससे ट्विटर पे बड़े ज्ञानी बैठे हैं जो हर चीज में फॉल्ट देखते हैं. डू यू फील ट्रेलर के टाइम विवाद हो गया, नहीं देखो, and now everything seems to have come to a rest? We just tend to react without watching stuff.
I don't know. I don't know what to say to this. But all I would say that we film industry people, our cinema guys, we are always on the receiving end. कोई भी कहीं से भी गुस्सा हो जाता है, वो जो है 2-4 लात लगा देता है. और हम बोलते रह जाते हैं, कि भाई देख तो लो पहले. आप देख लो, अगर आपको बुरा लगता है तो आपके पास में रास्ते हैं. आपके पास में इस देश ने बड़े रास्ते दिए हुए हैं. पर देखने के बाद अगर रिएक्ट करें, प्रतिक्रिया दें, तो बहुत सारी चीजों का हल ऐसे ही निकल आएगा.
और जब आपके जो ऑफिस सीन्स है, आई कुड रिलेट विद देम सर, बिकॉज ये जो मिलेनियल्स और जेन जी है ना, उनके साथ मेरा भी तालमेल नहीं बैठा. कांट बी अ मिनिमम गाय. पर्सनली, व्हाट हैज बीन योर ऑब्जर्वेशन? आर यू लाइक ओके विद द मिलेनियल्स एंड द वे ऑफ, और या आप भी एक्चुअली सोचते हो कि
नहीं,
आई क्विट?
नहीं, आता है बिकॉज जो मिलेनियल है, वो एक चीज सोचना पड़ेगा कि मिलेनियल को ये दुनिया, खुली हुई दुनिया बड़ी आसानी से मिली है. उसने आंख जो खोला है, इस खुली हुई दुनिया में खोला है, तो उसको वो जर्नी नहीं पता है. वो तो computer is there, the knowledge you can Google and find it, everything. New York is just a click away. London, you can be in the street of Oxford Street, anytime, through. तो मिलेनियल जो है, वो हर जो आदमी जो पीछे से जर्नी करके आ रहा है, जो रेडियो के जमाने से आ रहा है, वो उसको बेवकूफ समझता है ना. तो वो हर फील्ड में है. millennial jaldi good morning nahi bolta hai. I don't know whether you realize this or not. They don't say good morning. Yeah, they don't say namaste because it's somewhere, they don't think it's needed. So that's the age, or the concept that they have grown up with. मेरे तो बड़े झगड़े होते हैं यार.
मेरे
मैं तो
भी.
कहता हूँ हाँ, गुड मॉर्निंग बोलो, नमस्ते बोलो, है ना, मैं बोलता हूँ तुम बोलो. आई नो. सो एक जनरेशनल फाइट जो है ना, वो हमेशा रहती है. बट श्रीकांत तिवारी का कुछ अलग है. श्रीकांत तिवारी का बॉस 28-29 साल का एक अचीवर है, और उसको लगता है कि मैंने अचीव किया है. एंड दिस फडी डडी काइंड ऑफ अ गाय, ही डजंट नो एनीथिंग. एंड उसको पता ही नहीं है कि डील किसके साथ कर रहा है. He is telling him about the nation and the patriotism. The person he's directing all his nasty comments to is a person who's been part of the whole organization which is responsible for protecting the country. So
So
that's the irony of the situation. That's the irony, and it is also a representation of what is there between the people of millennial age and people come of radio age, I would say.
totally agree with you. And as you said, job hai or risk hai. Job, I know you've got constant validation, sir. I mean, the kind of body of work you have. But सबसे बड़ा risk कौन सा था आपकी job में, आपके लिए हाल ही में कौन सा बड़ा risk लिया?
ये फैमिली मैन में
नहीं, generally, because he says job है तो risk.
मैंने एक बहुत बड़ा रिस्क लिया है, और एक फिल्म की शूटिंग कर रहा हूँ. मैं कुछ भी डाइवर्ज नहीं करूंगा. आई एम नॉट अलाउड टू. देयर इज एन एम्बार्गो. एक मैंने बहुत बड़ा रिस्क लिया है. क्या रिस्क है मैं बता भी नहीं सकता हूँ. एक जो मैंने आज तक के 26-27 साल के करियर में रिस्क नहीं लिया था, और मैं भागता था उससे. लेकिन एक ऐसा रिस्क लिया है, इफ इट पेज ऑफ इट पेज ऑफ, इट डजंट पे ऑफ बहुत गालियां पड़ेंगी मुझे.
Now I am very intrigued to see what it is. But I know when we spoke last about Srikant Tiwari, you said I did not find any similarities. Family man है but double life lead करता है. अब भी कुछ तालमेल बैठा आप दोनों के बीच में, between Manoj Bajpayee and Srikant Tiwari? कहीं देखा कि ये मैं हो सकता हूँ?
नहीं, मैं वो तब हो सकता हूँ जब मैं उस तरह का जॉब जी रहा हूँ. हमारा जॉब ना थोड़ा बहुत आसान है एक तरीके से देखे तो. इंटेलिजेंस एजेंट का नहीं है. वो एक बड़ा थैंकलेस जॉब है बहुत. बट उसके लिए पैशन भी चाहिए, जुनून चाहिए देश की सेवा करने के लिए. हम लोग एक्टर्स लोग हैं. हम लोग जब काम करने का होता है तो हम जाते हैं, शूटिंग बाहर में करके वापस अपने घर आ जाते हैं. वी आर पेड फॉर व्हाट वी डू. हमारा काम, और पूरा समय हमारी चॉइस है कि हम फैमिली के साथ रहे कि नहीं रहे. लेकिन हमारे जो लोग रहते हैं उनकी जिंदगी बड़ी अच्छी चल रही होती है. I choose to be with my family. I always go back to my family. I look forward to going back. भले ही हम लोग एक ही घर में रहें, भले ही हम लोग अपना अपना काम करें, we are very much satisfied that we contribute and we again go back into our corner and do our own thing. We are very happy with that situation. मेरी बेटी को तो मतलब पापा तभी तक मिस करती है जब तक पापा सामने नहीं होते. उसके बाद she is doing her own thing. And but when I'm leaving, she doesn't like it. She gets emotional that he's leaving. That's what family is. They want the presence of each other and the contribution of everyone to that little world that they have created.
Totally. And talking about family man, sir, I mean, मैंने कभी नहीं देखा है कि एक दिन में लोगों ने binge कर दिया था show. Like they had finished the show and it's all set to be a franchise. What do you think worked, sir? I mean, as an actor who's been in this medium, who has seen successes and failures, what do you think really worked here?
I mean, apart from what we talk among ourselves, what I have, what I discussed with Raj and DK, Suparn and Suman, I decided to speak to all the directors who are calling me, like Abhishek Chaubey, whose mind I really respect, whose work I really admire. I was speaking to Abhishek Chaubey just an hour back, and this is the same thing I asked him. I said, what is working for Family Man? I mean, this kind of a success, you can't expect, you can't apprehend, you can't plan for. But what is working? I mean, season 1 was also a big success, and this one has gone ahead. So what is working for season this family man film? And Abhishek said a beautiful thing. He said, when you see when you're watching it, the first and foremost thing is Srikant Tiwari and his conflicts are very common.
Yes.
It's very common. It you feel that you really feel that he's not talking about himself. He's talking about you. He's living your life. Srikant Tiwari is living everyone's life on the screen. So I think this is something is so true about Family Man, that it's Srikant Tiwari and him and his world around him is everyone's world, and is Srikant Tiwari is everyone. I think it's only because of that that this series is seeing this kind of a response from people. They're enjoying. I mean, if Srikant Tiwari is being badgered by his boss, everyone is feeling that. Everyone is feeling that unfairness, that's injustice. Okay, and when Srikant Tiwari decides to give it back to him, everyone was willing to give it back to their bosses. Okay, for really not understanding their contribution to the office. So it's nothing but the sheer identification, sheer you know audience relating to Srikant Tiwari.
So we also, it's given us iconic characters. Lastly, your most favorite character. आजकल तो Google, Chellam Sir has replaced Google. They want to ask Chellam Sir. तो आपका most favorite character कौन है और आपकी जिंदगी का Chellam Sir कौन है, सर?
देखिए, मेरी जिंदगी का चेल्लम सर बहुत सारे लोग हैं. बहुत कोई अच्छी फिल्म देखनी होती है, कोई ऐसी कोई फिल्म देखनी होती है तो अनुराग को फोन कर लेता हूँ, या अभिषेक को फोन कर लूंगा, या नीरज पांडे हैं, ये लोग चेल्लम है. हाँ, मेरे ये लोग चेल्लम है. या अगर सही मायने में चेल्लम अगर कोई है, मैं सच में बताऊं आपको, तो सुपर्ण वर्मा है, जो हमारे 3rd डायरेक्टर हैं सीजन 2 के. आप उनसे कुछ भी जानना चाहते हो तो आप उनको फोन कर सकते हो. वो सुपर्ण वर्मा इज अ रियल चेल्लम. और सेकंड चीज, अब मेरी फेवरेट, देखिए पूजा, मैं तो सब अपना दिल और जान लगा करके काम करता हूँ, पूरे डूब के काम करता हूँ, पूरे प्यार से काम करता हूँ. मेरे लिए मेरा अपना फेवरेट बना बड़ा मुश्किल है. अगर मैं फैमिली मैन बोलूं तो क्या ये भोसले के साथ, अलीगढ़ के साथ, गली गुनिया के साथ अन्याय नहीं होगा? या अगर मैं गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर बोलूंगा तो क्या स्पेशल 26 या राजनीति के साथ अन्याय? तो I personally give it all to every character. It's up to the audience to make their favorites.
Absolutely. Currently, it's Srikant Tiwari who is ruling the memes, the doodle fest. I mean, मैंने इतना नहीं देखा है. The way he's being like celebrated. And before my last question, sorry, fans of Samantha have just asked, what was your experience like with her? That's it.
Oh, lovely. Not only she is a very dedicated, hardworking, fierce, fiercely, what do you call, dedicated and actor, but also a marvelous person. We really got along very well, and whatever little time that we could get to spend time with, we had lots of laughter and cheers and real mutual admiration. So I would only say to her fans that you are backing the right person and a great talent.
The way we are all backing you, because you are the best. Looking forward to season 3. Can't wait to see what Srikant Tiwari will be up to. All the very best, Manoj sir, and keep entertaining us the way you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Pooja. Thank you. Lovely talking to you all over again for so many years.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.